Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and we have slightly different music. Yes, we are in the final part, where we battle Wily. There's a disc up there. This stuff looks all very dangerous to get. It's really not. Let's see, what weapons do I want to have filled? Weapons that aren't getting filled. I want that filled, I want Zap Barrier, and I want Coal Barrage. There we go. Oh gosh, this should be enough to fill up everything. Lots of generous amounts of weapon energy. What? Everything's not full? Well, okay, almost everything is full. And this is a kind of interesting looking Wily machine. And he has some interesting patterns. And Wily's about to restore his health, so I will too. We'll make this fair. First form is weak to the axe. It's easier to dodge than I make it out to be. Second form is weak to Coal Barrage. I'm dodging everything so poorly. And he's going to use another life restore, and so I will too. So second form is weak to Coal Barrage. Third form, this capsule disappearing form, is weak to the Zap Barrier, interestingly enough. I did not really expect that as a weakness, but you can get a couple nice shots off on him. He's got some interesting attack patterns as well. You can use other weapons to deal damage to him when he's not in range of your Zap Barrier. So keep that in mind. Pretty much I think most any weapon will deal at least 1 point of damage to him, so any of your upward weapons or the magic missile when he appears above you, you can switch to that and that'll work fine as well.
It's over, Dr. Wily.
All right, I'm sorry for what I did. I'll come quietly.
Not. Wahaha, farewell again, Megatwerp. And he disappears through a hidden door, and now of course his, he engaged the panic button. And now his, coal castle's going to blow up. Not again. I swear, Wily has to be like some sort of trillionaire or something for all this, all these castles he has and all this, the robots and all the parts for all this stuff that he's always building. He also must have a lot of free time to be able to do all of this as well. There's Zapman, and there's an interesting scene with Bass. So this is a very nice credit section, kind of reminiscent of the Mega Man 9 credit section where we saw all the Robot Masters doing stuff. This part's kind of funny. There must be coal in those. Those diamonds are useless. Yes. Jewel Man would not be happy with him. And there's a nice reference to the Battle Network series, especially with that sortie enemy which came from the Battle Network series, so I like that touch. Wizard Man, let's see what he's up to. Gather the guild and go on the next quest. Yes. I love it. So overall, here's where I give my final review for the game. It's tons of fun, highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. The physics are great. It feels like you're playing a Mega Man game with the controls and everything. They're spot on. The weapons are tons of fun to use, tons of variety in them as well. And there's Soap Man, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of a funny scene there too. And lots of variety in the Robot Masters. Lots of variety in the stages and the gimmicks, and the Wily stages too. Wily stages didn't use a ton of the gimmicks from the previous stages, but it did introduce some new gimmicks, like especially that gravity stage. That was very unique. We had that sniper stage where that UFO was targeting us with his sniper throughout the whole stage, so that was interesting and unique. Overall, very creative, very well-designed game, very fun. You know, I enjoy this game every time I play it. And here's the names of all the enemies, as you can see. So, music is also very enjoyable as well. I don't have a lot of bad things to say about this. There's a ton of extra stuff, like I've kind of shown you some of it from the menu screens. I'm not going to get too much into that. I'm not into that. I enjoy this game for playing through the main story. Citrus Quack. Okay. And that's how I enjoy the fan games. I want to play through a Mega Man game through the main story, and that's pretty much it. If you're into all those extra stuff, unlocking, collecting all that stuff, go for it. There's certain challenges you can do. I know one of them is to complete the game without buying anything from the shop, I think, and that'll unlock something. Might unlock a different boss fight. So I know there are some sort of hidden bosses you can battle in this. And so it's good for those who like that kind of stuff. I like the game for what it is, for what I've shown on the channel here. And yeah, I don't really have anything bad to say about it other than Axeman stage. Not my favorite stage. It feels like there's very limited uses for some of your special weapons, and I really don't like those giant axes. You definitely want the Zap Barrier and the Magic Missile before going in there, because those are the most useful weapons in that stage, in my opinion. Then again, maybe someone else will play this game, they'll experiment, and they'll find some other weapon works really well at certain points. That's another thing that I really like about these Mega Man games, is experimenting with the weapons. My final time is 1 hour and a half, that's wonderful. And, well, that's the end. So that means it's time to put this game to bed, and I'll see you guys next time, where we're going to get into something else that I enjoy a lot. Late Night Mega, good night everyone.